Maximum reception for minimum effort. That's how my ego works, and as a result, the mind evolves. If a person does not become integrated with all sorts of impression, then his mind will not develop. You see, there's a reason why people are leaving the villages and going into the cities and so on. The providence moves us to become developed and integrated with each other and develop all kinds of things and move out of our primitive life. Why? Because we have to become ripe for spiritual development. And we can't continue the way we were before. We need mind, we need emotion, we need impressions, we need to grow out of our beastliness, we need to become freer, to understand how we're lying to ourselves and where others are lying to us. We have to become really wiser, and then we'll be able to approach spirituality, because we'll have a lot of impressions and all kinds of connections between these impressions. You see, after all those impressions, we face a general crisis where everything is worthless and the whole human wisdom doesn't give you anything. What does a crisis mean? It means that your mind is now able to absorb more than your current impression. This is the sign of a crisis. That's what we feel as a crisis. Again, listen. I am ready to absorb more, to get higher impressions, more exalted impressions than what this life can give me. That's why we face despair, depression, and a crisis, and the end of science and culture and the family unit and so on. What does it mean, the end of everything? We feel that it's the end because I have evolved in my mind and heart to a state where all the impressions I can get on this level don't give me anything. They're too small. It's like living in a village now. You understand? That's the world's situation now. But where does it come from? It comes from becoming integrated and immersed in many, many impressions and different states and relationships, social systems, communism and capitalism and socialism, democracy, this is good, that's bad, that type of family, this type of family, religion, Darwinism, all kinds of things, ideologies and theories, all that humanity has been through, and eventually all of that is worthless. But the mind is now able to absorb higher impressions, and it looks for them, but we can't find them. And that's a sign that we're ready. We feel that this life cannot satisfy us anymore, because the impression we get in our will to receive is just one. It either receives or it doesn't. We have reached a state where we want to feel the other impression of bestowal, and that these two impressions will face each other in the will to receive. As long as you had to realize the reshimot of the will to receive, the recollections of the will to receive only, you existed in this world as an animal, because you had nothing else to work with. It was either receiving more or receiving less, enjoying more or less, and that was all your calculation, and that is the whole human history. That's why the wisdom of Kabbalah was concealed. When do you need Kabbalah? You need it if you have the will to receive and its fulfillment, and the will to bestow and its fulfillment facing each other. And what happens between them, in the middle, what we call the middle line, the connection between them, is called the wisdom of Kabbalah.